This week is brought to you by baiting. You got to bait to catch a fish.
Bait and switch.
You can't catch a fish if you don't bait. You need that. You need to bait.
You can relate to our bait.
On with the show.
No, they had to take this year off and just get fucked in the ass repeatedly.
I haven't seen anything on Facebook about it. I thought, because I guess the fans can't show up during the playoffs like every other year.
No, all of the people who are just hardcore Blackhawk fans in the last, 10 years are all like, go Cubs.
Yeah. I heard the Bears signed a guy.
I keep watching bits of Blackhawk games, but, I can't.
I haven't had time.
I can only watch so much. I will not let anyone tell me that I'm not a Blackhawks fan. But today, it's 5-1 and they're losing. All right,
yeah,
I don't need to watch the rest of this game to be proving to everyone else that I'm a fan.
Yeah, I'm a diehard Bears fan, but when a team goes up by 4 touchdowns, I don't need to watch the game to know how it ends.
When the Bears had
2 weeks in a row,
the low point of it wasn't just 2 weeks in a row. It was week by week,
and then
next week, both 50-point losses.
Patriots and then the Packers, which made it even
worse.
Of
the teams that you were going to lose to.
My 2 least favorite teams in the NFL.
My God. Yeah.
They lose to that.
Yeah, so, that goes into also if anyone ever tried to tell us that we weren't Bears fans, be like, no.
You can call me a lot of things. A Fairweather Bears fan is not one of them. Call me fat. Call me super fat.
Fairweather fat fan.
Call me Fairweather fat man. But what you can call me is the host of this podcast, which we are hosting. Hello, welcome to Hodgepodcast, the official podcast of CountryHodgepodge.com. I'm your host, Steve Hodge, and joining me, as always, is my co-host, cousin, and lover, Kevin Hodge.
Oh, hello. Also the official podcast of our teams being bad.
Of Chicago sports.
Chicago sports, having a rough patch. Well,
bad.
Cubs are still pretty good.
Cubs are good.
White Sox, 2019.
Dude, I still can't believe right now, statistics say it should be Sox-Cubs World Series this year, which is really weird.
I have been saying for the last year and some about...
You said by 2019, right?
Yeah, I've been saying White Sox 2019 for I don't know how long, probably a year and a half or so.
Hey, well, maybe that Sports Illustrated guy will call it right again like he did for the
Cubs?
Astros. Remember?
Oh, yeah, he did.
He in 2014,
he
said future 2018 or 2017 World Series champs.
Yeah, that's what the Cubs did. Is they acquired the pieces, and you're like, all right, we got a 5-year plan. It's going to be good. Astros did the same thing. The Cubs or the White Sox are kind of on that same deal.
Not to be that Bears fan, but that's what happened with the Bears in '85. When in '82 Ditka joined the team, he says, "Give me 3 years, and we'll be at the big dance." And then they became the best team in the NFL.
Speaking of the Bears, Allen Robinson, let's go.
AR-12.
Damn it! It's not as catchy.
Well, someone said that.
Who's number 15 right now?
Bellamy.
Fuck. Okay, Bellamy. I respect all the things that you've done for our team, but give up.
Did you see his Facebook rant or
Bellamy's?
Instagram rant? Yeah, he was just he pretty much on his story was just I can't wait to move to a new city and all this stuff. After the Bears signed all these receivers, he realized I am not going to be the number one receiver.
He was not even close.
I know.
He's a great special team, sort of every once in a while receiver.
Yeah.
If Josh Bellamy's listening to this right now, I'm sorry.
Welcome to Chicago Sports Talk.
Yeah, this is now a Chicago sports talk show
1000
because I could go on for days, but we're done.
We could start that podcast, Bears. But no one would listen to it because I don't know anything.
Yes, and just it exists. People talk about it.
Yeah. But what was I going to say? Oh, someone was telling me I don't know. Just. Spoiler, I don't know too much about guns. I respect the Second Amendment. I believe you have the right to own them, but I don't know anything about them. Someone told me an AR-12 is a gun also, though, so we can still call them AR-12. But they're like, AR-12 is like a shotgun. I go, don't tell liberals that.
I I find it very hard to believe that an AR-12 would be a shotgun because
AR stands for assault rifle.
Well, it stands for Armalite rifle.
I know.
And a rifle and a shotgun are very different things.
I was gonna
very different things.
I was gonna put. Well, that's what someone said. I don't know, but I was gonna do a post online, just like a very just troll post of saying like, guys, did you know that our AR-15 stands for Assault Rifle 15, and Apple's going to introduce the AR-16 this year, which is going to be even more deadly.
The Apple rifle.
Yeah,
16.
The Apple Rifle 16. That's what they're introducing, and that's so blame Apple for all these stuff.
The iPhones could only get so good.
Yeah, they've peaked on the iPhones.
Well, it's like when
so now they're doing
when they had like the AR-15s with the chainsaw attachment. It's actually just going to be a cell phone with an AR-15 attachment. Boom!
I loved that so much. Where it's like you could have a
possible
chainsaw
attachments. I mean, you guess,
and everyone's just like, "What?"
You technically could have a chainsaw attachment if you so chose and engineered it.
I think they just Googled chainsaw bayonet and Gears of War stuff came up, and
I feel like they were just like playing Gears of War. Just like this could happen in society. We can't have this.
Video games.
Shit's coming out of the ground.
Video games cause violence. You know that.
Proof. Facts.
True.
That's a random thing. I don't know how many times I've watched random videos on the internet and people just start yelling the word facts to someone's opinion. Oh, and it makes me so angry. Like someone will be like ranting about whatever. Like regardless of your stance on anything. If a person's ranting an opinion and you're just like, facts only, it's like, that's none of what they just said is facts.
Yeah.
It was 100% opinion from the start.
And if it's occupied Democrats, it's never true. Or the other 98% or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Those are cancerous pages.
Wolf.
But speaking of not that,
nice segue.
If you are listening to this on Thursday, actually, it's not going to be up brilliant. If you are listening to it at Thursday, like 11:30, when this is probably going up,
I appreciate
or if you're listening
the dedication
to it today of Friday, that'll be today. Tomorrow, Saturday, St. Patrick's Day, we're going to do a live podcast on Facebook that you can tune in and join us in a power hour, which is going to be a very fun. We're going to be talking about some stupid shit, just drinking
Guarantee
for an hour.
We hit like the 30-minute mark and we are going downhill hard.
Oh, we have a topic, but I guarantee halfway through we'll be drunk enough that we will not be talking about it anymore. But it'll be fun. It's not an official episode, so it's not going to have a number in front of it like 49, which is this one. But it's going to be a lot of fun. So please join us for that and drink with us online.
It's going to be great
because we're going to be at home drinking alone because all of our friends are out of town. But But
yeah, that should be fun. St. Patty's Day is a great time.
It'll be
even if you're not Irish.
Late morning, midday is when we'll go live. Because Kevin may have to work. I'm probably gonna have to gym.
Still TBD on that.
And it's gonna be fun.
Send out all the tweets and things.
Yeah,
ahead of time.
Yeah, for sure.
And during.
Yeah. And if you like Country Hodgepodge on Facebook, you'll get the notification saying that we're going live, and it's going to be fun.
Oh yeah, internet.
Yeah, stuff and things. But this week or today, 2 days before now, we wanted to talk about Jason Boland, and my phone auto-corrected it to Stragglers, but it is not Stragglers, it is Stragglers.
Why not?
Jason Boland and the Stragglers. Sounds like a good murder cover band where all the songs are about fun.
Covering bands.
Yes, exactly. I want a cover band where we cover cover bands. But Jason Boland, so he's been on your top 5 for 2 years, right?
2 years running, yes.
Because we probably started listening to them in 2015, maybe. They popped up on our Discover, probably.
Probably. I heard Comel County Blue.
I think Holy Relic Sale was the first one I ever heard by them.
Well, that's off of Squelch, and that was 2015, so it probably could have been 2015. Yeah. I remember I heard Comel County Blue. Because I heard that first, and I had that saved for a while.
Yeah.
Like, I know that I had that as the only song that I knew by them for a good chunk of time.
Yeah.
It has to have been.
And then we finally dove into the discography.
Yeah, and then I dove into everything else, and I think I remember texting you just like, I can't stop listening. I just went album after album, song after song, loved it, and I've had them on my top plays on Spotify for 2 years in a row, because, I mean, it probably would be 3 years in a row if I would have checked it 3 years ago.
Yeah, or
if that existed 3 years ago. I don't even know if it did.
I don't remember. But yeah, so in the last year we've seen him twice.
Yeah.
And we're going to see him a third time, assuming they'll be at Medicine Stone.
Assuming they'll be at Medicine Stone, which I would be very shocked if they aren't.
Yeah,
and I'm very excited. I love their whole deal. They've been on my top 5 artists listened to on Spotify, so I've listened to a lot. But I just really, they're obviously very Red Dirt, and they have a very kind of unique sound. But I just really dig their deal.
Yeah, and then what was it when we saw them in Iowa City? Was it last month? Was it February we saw them, or was it January?
Yeah,
I think February. They sang a couple songs from their new album coming out later this year in May, I believe.
I believe it is May.
And I have it written down somewhere, but I don't remember.
Yep.
But yeah, they played some from that, and it sounds like it's going to be another banger. And
I'm very excited.
Yeah, it's going to be
very excited.
Going to be real good. But I mean, we could have held out to talk about them, but we figured
never.
We might as well get back into some amazing artists to talk about, because that's what this podcast is all about. Our famous, not as famous as Whiskey Riff podcast is...
God damn it.
God damn it, Bernice! But yeah, so I guess we could just... anything else to say about them? Or we just want to get into the top 10?
Let's just get in the top 10.
So this week...
figure it out as we go.
This week, I just kind of gave the reins to Kevin because he, as we just said, he's the one who's had him on their top... He listens to them a lot. I know Jason Boland pretty well because I listen to him every once in a while, but Kevin has like every song memorized. And
I'm very obsessed.
So I figured, you know what? It's like with Wade Bowen with me when I did the top 10. It's just, this is one that Kevin knows a lot more, so he's going to take it.
Yeah, it's not, like exactly like Wade Bowen. It's not not fan. It's fan, obsessed fan.
Yeah. I remember when I first started listening to Wade Bowen, I would just talk about him, and Andy's like, you were obsessed. I'm like, yeah, well, you literally stalk Chris Young, so I may be a huge fan.
And who made a better choice, looking at it now.
Yeah. Back then, it would have been close because they both were good. But now, Wade Bowen's newest album's amazing, and Chris Young's newest album is an album. It is an album.
He certainly
music
did. He certainly was recorded.
Oh, I don't know
That's
why.
all I have to say about that.
That just made me think about the... Did you watch that American Idol thing when Katy Perry was hitting on that dude relentlessly?
Well, then did the one where she kissed the dude?
Well, then the one where she kissed the guy who said he'd never been kissed because he wanted to save it for his first girlfriend, and then she stole that from him, so hashtag me too with that kid. But no, there was one, the guy came in, and she instantly was just like, oh, that's a good-looking guy, like, to his face. And it's just like... She's like, what's your name, handsome? And he's like, Trevor. She goes, Trevor, that's a great guy's name, because Trevor's like a guy who works hard and loves his mom, and I'm just like... Dude, stop hitting on this
your
guy.
name has absolutely nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, I mean, they say men named Steve have enormous egos, and that's not true. I am very down to earth.
I am so fucking humble.
I'm like the most modest person in the world. No one is more modest than me.
The fucking
pop star.
Yeah, Mariah Carey. It really hit a chord with me because, like, I'm the most humble person I know.
But yeah, she's like relentlessly hitting on this guy, and she's like, if that was Luke Bryan to a female like a contestant, he would be kicked off the show.
All of Luke Bryan's singles?
You mean amazing? Every single one. Luke Bryan, he's a king.
Tremendous.
He doesn't sound like Kermit the Frog. Even though I've never minded his voice, which it just does make me laugh when people go, like, he'll start singing on a song and everyone goes, God damn it, Kermit's on this song. Anyway.
That's fair. Yeah.
Jason Boland, top 10.
Jason Boland. All right, number 10, I have Between 11 and 2.
1 and 1, side by side, all alone. On the run, where the vain and vampires roam. Twin souls are tripping through space and time. The exclamation when they finally find God, it's you. Here between 11 and 2.
I really like this song. It's kind of about a guy who's at the bar and like he kind of got dressed up nice to go out and try to like put himself out there again, probably had something go wrong in his life, and now he's just trying to like look for love or something like that. But then it's all about kind of trying to go out there and meet someone. But it's got the lines about like, it says like twin souls tripping through space and time. So I'm guessing he finds someone to dance with and they have a fun time.
Nah.
But then just the between 11
it's just
and 2
Tyler
is just like,
Durdening
out there during bar to bar close, and it's just like, well, what to do, and like just kind of going with it. I really like it though. The thing about Jason Boland that I like so much is
his music.
The sounds when they hit my eardrum register positively in my brain.
Just like Truck, yeah.
Truck, yeah, wanna get it jacked up, yeah, let's crank it on up, yeah.
But I really like them. I feel like they kind of have a jam band feel sometimes, like a Red Dirt jam band, not a hippie jam band, but you know, like they kind of jam out. I like all of the instruments that they use. I feel like they're just really good, and I like the sound. And so it's just another one of the songs I just really like the sound.
Word.
Number 9, I got Mary Ellen's Greenhouse.
Something's growing in the greenhouse, louder than a church bell, higher than you care to sing along. There's a lot of love in Mary Ellen's greenhouse. Won't you look at all we've grown?
He talked about this when we saw him last, when he was on stage. He talked about how the story behind this song is it's either like a friend's house or like it had to be a friend's house. And this is where they would go like after school to play music and just hang out. And so he would be talking about, you know, Mary Ellen's greenhouses where they would play and you know, have fun, and they grew so much and they learned so much about life and music. And then there's also very heavy overtones of they totally smoked pot a bunch. So that's definitely why I think it's called the greenhouse.
If it was Eric Church, he would not have beat around that bush. He would have just talked about
because it's got the
weed.
line where it's just like, there's a lot of love in Mary Ellen's greenhouse. Would you look at all we've grown? And it's like, yeah, it's like, look how we've grown as people. But like, you don't call it the greenhouse and then say, look at all we've grown, without being like, yeah. I mean, and he talks about pot all the time, which is awesome.
Pots are bad. I'm against all types of ceramics.
How dare they do such a thing? All right. My number 8 is Proud Souls.
If everyone was together, I guess no one would be alone. But life's a lot of trade-offs in the end. And somewhere in the fields of heather, the proud souls laugh and they love together. Somewhere between passion and losing friends.
This song hooks me from the start because the first lines are like, I got hammered by myself last night, and they say that's no way to like get better and like get over things. But to be honest, I didn't have anything better to do, and I just love how the whole song's kind of this take on like he's like on me. No, not that take. But it's kind of like it's got this depression feel to it, but also like he's kind of getting out of it, and he's kind of all right. But he just doesn't really want to do anything. I feel like it's a really interesting take. And he talks about like having insomnia and just like, but I have extra time to do things. So it's like kind of he's getting out of this funk a little bit, but you know, just kind of in his own way. And I just really dig it.
Word.
Number 7, false accusers lament.
Now the nightly terror is the portion to be paid. I hear the guilty gavel, I see his body sway. Father, please forgive me, for I falsely testified. They had me swear upon the Bible and I lied.
I really dig songs like this. I don't know why, where it's like a song about like a court where he just like lies and someone takes the fall. I don't know.
Where do you want it?
Well, because with this one, I think of I think it's Lefty Frizzell that has the song Long Black Veil, but I don't know. Might not be him. But that song is about, like, he doesn't testify, like, for himself in a court case, and then he gets the chair and dies because he was actually with his best friend's wife or whatever, and that's why he dies. And so in this song, False Accuser's Lament, is he gets bribed by a banker man. It's always the damn banker man, you know? He gets bribed by the banker man to testify against this random person who's getting framed because he says for the price of a new plow, an innocent man was framed or whatever. And it's just a really interesting story about this guy who, he lied in court because he got paid, and then he's just, like, dealing with the guilt of it. And just really dig it.
Yeah, it's terrible.
How dare you? Number 6, Fences.
All I see now are fences. The cards turn a profit, but the people are gone. These old holes in their highway are so brutal on bones. You don't dance with who brought you. It's a lonesome walk home. Can I catch a ride, sir?
This song is just it's about the plight of the Native American in Oklahoma, basically. They have casinos, and that's really all they've got because they've been fucked over in so many different ways. And so there's lines about, although the casinos turn a profit, everyone else, like all their people are gone, and just so much of it has gone down the shitter. And they have a lot of songs, I feel like, that kind of take on this theme. I mean, they're very Oklahoma.
Is a song about Elizabeth Warren?
She is even more Native American than this story.
No one's more Native American than Elizabeth Warren.
Exactly. This song is about her origin story. They're making a movie out of it.
Nice. Batman Begins.
Moving on. Number 5, I got Pushing Luck.
Between you and me, I've done nothing wrong. Broke along, broke down, same as this song. By a man who didn't know any more than me. About how to please God or the way to be free. I've been pushing love. Well, something's bound to give. The gig is up. Tell me how we
I really dig this song because it just has a lot of jamming that's really awesome, but it's also just a simple song about, like kind of pushing boundaries, breaking the law on things, but just kind of saying, well, everyone's doing it, and then, well, it's bound to catch up to us. Like, we keep breaking the law and whatever, like small things, the government's not going to care, and then, well, it might end up catching up with us eventually. You never know. But they just jam a lot. I really like that about them. When we saw them live down in Medicine Stone, like, it just really, man, I don't know how to say what I was trying to say.
They played music.
Yeah, I just really dig the whole, like, with the whole band. They're one of those bands that has, like,
they've been
guitar singer with another guitar and like a dobro violin.
Yeah, when we saw them in Iowa, they were a 4-piece, but down in Medicine Stone, they were a 12
million the full band really adds a whole lot to it, and I love it. Yeah. Moving on. Number 4, Dark and Dirty Mile.
'Cause it's a broken-hearted world that we inherit. All you're told to do is sin and bury it for a little while. On this dark and dirty mile, we're all family here on trial. On the dark and dirty mile.
This is a street at Medicine Stone.
It is.
Yeah.
And I really dig it because it's basically about how life blows and everything sucks and you just have to figure it out.
On a dark and dirty mile.
I mean, that's basically what it is, though. He talks about how from the start, there's just kind of things are just shitty, and then you just learn to quote sin and bear it, and it's just this dark and dirty mile is life.
Yeah, I do like me this one. It's
a deep song, bro.
You want to know what else is deep? The ocean.
Oh, I thought that could go any number.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Rolling on. Number 3, Ludlow.
With the blessings of our dear old Uncle Sam, the blood sure did flow up in Ludlow. The air became full of smoke and lead. The blood sure did flow up in Ludlow, my friends. It left a lot of decent people dead.
This song is interesting because I didn't know what it was about when I first heard it, because I had never heard of the Ludlow Massacre of Colorado. But that's what it's about. In Colorado in the early 1900s, a bunch of coal workers were striking, and then the Colorado National Guard came in and murdered a bunch of them.
Oh, well.
And that's what the song's about.
That's happy.
It's a super uplifting song about how when a bunch of people are murdered who are your friends, you are really happy about that.
It's the only good thing in your life.
And you're just well done, National Guard. I'm really glad my taxes pay for what you do.
Waco.
I finally finished that.
Oh, yeah?
Weird fucking story. I knew the story, but I didn't know all of the, kind of specifics on how it went down. Then I watched the last episode, and, I mean, it's not really spoilers because it was a true story that happened.
Real thing.
But, 70 of them died.
Yeah, they burnt the building
Yeah, I
down.
thought it was 20, maybe 25, something in that range. It was 70-something people died.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
They just murdered a lot of people.
We should trust the government to take our guns away.
Yeah.
I digress. Number 2, Outlaw Band.
He followed his vision, set out on a quest to find a way of life that suited him best. We found him some others who had the same dream. All of them lost, but somehow a team. It was an outlaw band from Oklahoma, rolling through the night like a summer thunder, and the rain will wash us clean. Yeah, the rain will wash us clean.
This song, I believe, was written by Bob Childers and Randy Crouch, and is from their perspective, because the song starts with talking about back in the 60s, and then it's just saying they're an outlaw band from Oklahoma. And I feel like the song does describe Jason Boland and the Stragglers, but since they didn't write it, you can't say that it's them writing it about themselves.
It's like Josh Abbott and Small Town.
Yeah,
whatever.
Exactly. But I really love this song because it's such a jam. They just jam so much. This is the song that I was most excited to hear when we saw them down in Medicine Stone, and we did hear it, but we were kind of walking out while it was playing. But it was still awesome because I still did hear it.
Yeah.
And then number 1, the song that got me into them, Comal County Blue.
My brother moved off to Houston, and most my friends stay gone. I need to pay my taxes. I don't like to mow my lawn. I have a harmless habit of being fine wherever I am. But the way this water's rising, I need to get up above the dam. Tonight I'm rolling up north, back to where I pay to do. Tonight the answer's Austin for the Comal County Blue.
The first time I heard this song, it came up on Discover, whatever, I think I listened to it 3-4 times in a row. I'm like, this is great. Yeah. Just love the whole deal. Comal County is apparently a county in Texas between, San Antonio and Austin. And so that explains why he's saying, tonight the answer's Austin, and he's going through Comal County. I don't know what Comal County Blue means. Blue, is it because there's a river? There's a lake?
I don't know.
I don't know what the blue part is.
I was going to say, because when I first heard it, I thought it was Como County Blues. Like, you have the blues.
Oh, I thought so, too.
Yeah, but it's the Como County Blue.
Yeah, so I don't know exactly what it is.
Is it a Blues Clue?
Speaking of Blues Clues, somehow, some way, the guy from Blues Clues, remember what is
Steve.
the original? Yeah, Steve. He apparently is challenging John Cena to wrestling.
Well, because doesn't John Cena want to be the host or something?
I don't know what the deal is, but I thought I saw something on the internet today. It was just like, Steve from Blues Clues challenges John Cena to WWE for the title of something. And I'm like, what year is this? Also, what the fuck is going on? 2018 is a wonderful ride of shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like last night, huge thing happened because Drake, Travis Scott, Ninja, who was the internet streamer guy, and Juju Smith-Schuster from the Steelers were Fortniting together, and it was just like, who would have thought in today's era, like, we've got big rappers with NFL stars on a Twitch stream with a dude who just plays video games for a living.
Apparently, it was like the most viewed.
It was 500,000 people were streaming it, and it was at like 3 a.m.
Jesus Christ.
It's the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. And just like I watched some of the clips from it and just hearing like this rapper dude just be like, yo, you got some bandages for me? I just laughed so hard. I'm like, they play the game too.
That's really funny. Yeah, just seeing all these celebrities, like, or just seeing sports celebrations where, like, after someone scores a goal in soccer or something, they just start dancing like Fortnite. I can't wait for the NFL season to start just to see the Fortnite dances in the end zone.
Juju Smith-Schuster, whenever he scores a touchdown, is 100% doing Fortnite dances the entire time.
That's so funny. Or just love when an entire team starts doing the axe thing.
Oh, very excited.
But, yeah. Anyway, with Jason Boland and the Stragglers, the ones that, if I had made a top, the few songs I would have had on it would have been Lucky, I guess. I love it. It's just
a great song.
It's a great love song. And
it's just about, like, he doesn't do any of the things that are superstitious, but he just, somehow he got her, and he's just lucky. I guess. Break
19. Such a great upbeat song.
Yeah, it just jams.
And then Holy Relic Sail is one I would have had.
Holy Relic Sail is really good, too.
And then probably it would have been low on my list, so I don't know if it would have made the top 10 anyway, but I guess it's all right to be an asshole.
I do love that song. I thought about adding it just because I've listened to it so many times, and it's very true. We're just the line of, I guess it's all right to be an asshole if you're good. Like, that's very accurate in just life in general.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so those are the songs I would have put on there, so also listen to those songs. They're good.
Listen to all of it.
Yeah, just listen to Jason Boland.
Yeah, when I first started making a list, I had like 30-something songs I had to dwindle down. I'm like, boy.
Do you have anything else to add about Jason Boland?
See them if you have a chance.
Well, if you're from the South, you can easily see them because they're always in Texas and Oklahoma.
And then listen to their stuff because it's good.
Yeah.
And I like it.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, you're wrong.
You don't chew Big Red and fuck you.
You don't chew Big Red and fuck you.
Anyway, moving on then to the albums that were released last week.
Ablams.
Yes. First off, we have Parsons Field. I don't know if it's we or just W-E, because it's just capital W, capital E, so I don't know if it's we or W-E or
it's
we.
Clearly wah.
It's an EP, real good, real traditional, real yum. Then you got it's damn autocorrect. 6-string drag. It has 6 strong drag. That is not it. 6-string drags, top of the world.
6 strong dragons.
Chase the dragon, Kevin.
How about to catch a dragon?
We do heroin in this house.
And don't you forget
This is a heroin household.
Don't you forget it, family-friendly audience.
Our DEA friend is not very happy with it. No, we do not do drugs. We do beer, because beer is delicious.
We drink heroin.
But, shit, sorry.
Son of a bitch!
Sorry.
All of the things are going off.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. Anyway, 6-string drag, top of the world. They have like a little southern rock. They're American Aquarium-y sounding type rockish southern music country. They're good. Dave Adkins, he Right or Wrong, it's a bluegrass album. Real freaking good. He's got kind of that. he's got a very gravelly type voice, so he's the kind of Jamie Johnson sounding, and it's real good. No relation to Trace Adkins, I'm guessing. Son of a bitch. The next is probably the country release everyone was most excited for was Ross Cooper's "I Ride the Wild Horses" or "Rode the Wild Horses." My bad. That one, it's such a mix. Like there's some super country, some that are just kind of like contemporary.
I enjoyed a chunk of it for sure.
Yeah,
and then there was a chunk where I was kind of
yeah, it was fine. It wasn't. Yeah. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad.
Listen to it and make your own opinions.
Yeah,
that's the perfect way to describe it.
I mean, we're definitely not saying it's like bad. It's just, I don't know if it's our style. This one I just included because technically they're Americana, but Nathaniel Rateliff and the Night Sweats. I appreciate their talent and everything. They're not my cup of tea. Kevin loves them.
I fucking love them.
Yeah, they're good. I will never deny their talent. He's an amazing singer. Their music is good. It's just it's not my style. I do enjoy it. I listened to the whole album. I listened to it a few times actually, but it's definitely not one that I will like obsessively go back to. But
I have listened to this one no less than 5 times.
It's called Tearing at the Seams.
Yeah, I have listened to it no less than 5 times in the last week because I really dig it. If anyone is an old person and listened to Little Feat back in the day, I get a big Little Feat vibe from them because there's a lot of use of horns and just kind of like this
I do
jam
love the
band.
horn.
And they really kicked up the horns because their first album, it had horns in it, but this one, the horns are like front and center, and I really dig what they did.
Yeah, I'm a super casual normie when it comes to Nathaniel Rateliff, and I listen to like "Son of a Bitch" is such an amazing song.
Not even one of their best. Jeez,
I'm a normie. Whatever. But that's all from last week. If there's more, then let us know. But that's what I've heard of last week that I enjoyed that you should listen to.
Definitely.
But other than that, what we've listened to, I have 2. I've been just
17 Memphis.
That's what we should have
opened with. It just hit me.
Oh my god! All right,
if anyone's still with us,
all right. That album cover, it was so deceptive. It looked like a good Americana album cover. There was nothing that would ever signify that's what they sound like. And then I was like, oh, 3 Chords in the Truth. It's going to be a funny song making fun of something or other. It is a genuine EDM CD, and it is fucking garbage.
Yes.
Yes. It is Sam Hunt. Actually, no, it is worse than Sam Hunt. It is Walker Hayes level shit music.
Yes.
And just seeing like everyone on Twitter being like, what the fuck is this shit?
You know that it's fucked when like all of the words that they have to describe it is just like genre bending and boundary pushing.
Did you send me a screenshot of being like, if you love Sam Hunt, Walker Hayes.
If you love Sam Hunt, Walker Hayes, and Florida Georgia Line, you'll enjoy this giant rod directly through your sternum.
I'm going to put a clip of the song right here.
You remind me of a country song the county used to sing all night long. Quarter in the jukebox, buzzing in the neon, sipping on something strong. You remind me of a...
All right, that's enough. It's garbage, but don't listen to that crap. But what I was listening to that I really do enjoy, it came out a long time ago, and I know we talked about it, but I got re-obsessed with the song Diane by Cam. That song is so fucking good. It is so good.
It's about cheating, therefore I will not listen.
Yeah, cheating bad. Me no cheat no good.
Cheat bad.
Cheat bad. Cheat bad. But also, he reached out, and so I wanted to listen to his music, and it was really good. I told him I'd write about it if we ever had time, but Country Hodgepodge right now is a ghost town because Kevin's super busy with work, and I work 2 jobs, so we have not had time to write articles.
I'm busy, and Steve is way busier, and that's bad news because I need to be the lazy one.
Yeah, so Kevin's supposed to be the lazy one.
It's just bad news across the board. I'm just like, fuck.
But J.R. Ward, he has an EP.
Oh, I dig J.R. Ward. I've listened to some of his stuff before.
Yeah, his
he
EP
follows
on
me on the Twitters.
Spotify. His EP on Spotify, My Own Way, is real good. Like, you can tell...
If you're listening, respect.
It's, you can tell it's somewhat... I don't want to say amateur because that sounds bad, but like you can tell it's not a super professional recording setting.
It's not overdone production.
Yeah, that's what
it's very
production.
Simple.
Yeah, but it's real good. He's an amazing singer, and the music is awesome. So definitely check out J.R. Ward's My Own Way. I'm gonna try and write about it if I ever have a fucking second to write about music again.
Next year.
Yeah. One day if I can get a job, or another job.
4 jobs.
I want 4 jobs all the time. I had 3 for a little bit. Thankfully, I did not start working that 3rd one. But
if anyone would like to give Steve a 5th job,
yes,
just let us know.
You know what? I don't even want sleep anymore. I already don't have a social life. I don't need sleep.
I have this
either.
whole chunk of my day untapped potential.
Yeah, what the hell?
Between midnight and 8 in the morning. Here we go.
I said I do heroin. That keeps you up, doesn't it? I don't know.
PCP.
Yeah.
It just reminded me of Dewey Cox. Where he says he's going to quit the drugs, and then he just puts the thing in his mouth. He's like, "What you put in your mouth?" It's PCP.
That's such a great movie.
What a movie.
If you've never seen Walk Hard, what is wrong with you?
I feel like we talked about it last week, but I'm going to talk about it again, because this is a great movie. If you haven't watched Walk Hard, watch it.
Wrong kid, Dad.
Wrong kid, Dad.
Wrong kid, Dad. I think I want it.
It's not habit forming.
I think I want it. It gives you a boner. Anyway, you can find us at countryhodgepodge.com, where one day we'll start writing again. We used to be real good with it.
Yeah, we're going to. It's summer. I guarantee you when the summer comes, things will change.
I mean, what's the point of doing it? We're not as big as Whiskey Riff. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Country Hodgepodge. On Spotify, we have 3 playlists you should check out. I always forget to mention one of them.
Who's Pooch?
Hodgepodcast Picks. Who's Pooch? Hodgepodcast Picks, if you follow it, it's where we put every song we talk about each week, and you can listen to those songs in full and maybe hate our style, maybe not. I don't know.
It's good. It's huge now.
Huge amount of songs. We have some followers on it. Anyway, every Monday, Kevin uploads to Kevin's Picks of the Week. You can find a link through the website, or if you go to Spotify and search the username Donkey Factory, one word.
Yeah.
Every Monday he uploads 10 different songs by different artists, mostly country, sometimes country-ish, sometimes just rock.
Sometimes Nathaniel Rateliff, and sometimes just rock songs.
Bones Owens, he was a
guitarist for Yellow Wolf, who was a rapper.
Yeah, and didn't he do guitar for?
He did it for
the Champion. I'm pretty sure that Ludacris and Carrie Underwood song.
But that song that I put on there,
that is such a good song. I listened to it. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, because that song popped up when I was listening to just
like the radio for something.
Just the radio for something that I don't know if it was like my last week's playlist or something like that. Like I was just listening to the radio for it, and that came out. And I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, that's a good song.
Yeah.
So follow Kevin's Picks of the Week's playlist. It's good. Also, I always forget to plug this one, but the albums that we talk about at the end of each podcast, I put them on a playlist called Friday's New Music.
Oh, yeah, we do never talk about this.
Yeah, we never talk about this.
And it would make so much sense to talk about it since we always talk about albums.
Yeah. And so every Friday, if you follow this podcast, follow this playlist, every Friday I upload the best songs that were released that day, or if I missed them from the previous week, sometimes I'll put those on there. But so follow that, Friday's New Music. You can find, if you find it, just find Steve Hodge on Spotify or something. I don't fucking know. Find it. I share it on Twitter all the time.
Follow our smoke signals.
You can
coming out of the Eastern Iowa corridor.
You can buy one of our awesome shirts like Walker Hayes Blows or Sam Hunt Sucks.
We really want to start a movement where we have Team Blows and Team Sucks. Who do you think is worse?
But I need to introduce the third one because Aaron said he wants to buy one of our awesome listeners. Aaron, he wants to buy one that says Kane Brown something because he's going to see Chris Young and Kane Brown's opening for him. Oh, my God. So I need like a Kane Brown, my eyes aren't too far apart, fucking shirt.
Kane Brown lizard people.
He looks like a lizard, yeah. But what I need to do is I need to expand my country music line of the one that I have of the big weird-looking head of Walker Hayes, and it says country music misspelled. I need to do that with Kane Brown, Gooch, Sam Hunt. I just need to do all those, and I'm just going to make an entire line making fun of these awful artists. But, so you find all the dumb shirts on either TeePublic if you search Country Hodgepodge or on a link through our site. You can find me on Twitter at CHP_Clifftron. Kevin is on Twitter and Instagram at CHP_Church.
Yeah.
Please rate and review the podcast. We've on iTunes, or I think you can like it on SoundCloud or something. I don't know. But on iTunes,
you can follow it on SoundCloud.
I need to figure out how to put on like Google Play or whatever and all this shit so we can get more people listening. But
Internet.
On iTunes, we've been getting reviews steadily a little bit, and it'll help us get found if you go to other pods and whatnot. And so please rate and review us, and that help us greatly. And then one day we can be bigger than Whiskey Riff because fuck them.
Spite.
Out of pure spite, yeah. But anyway, in 2 days, if you're listening to this the day it comes out.
Seriously.
Yeah, join us Facebook Live. I mean, it's St. Patty's Day. You should be up drinking anyway, so might as well spend it with us.
And this is a challenge issued to every single one of you listeners. If you think you can outdrink us,
you're wrong.
Please join on Saturday.
But you're wrong.
We'll find out. You're wrong, but
you're wrong.
We'll be happy to prove you're wrong.
You're very wrong. You're super wrong. I mean, my tolerance has gone down substantially.
I have to carry the torch,
my speed
which is not good for the Hodge clan if I have to carry the torch. However, I'm still going to be up.
I'm still the fastest drinker in terms of quantity. Yeah. I don't know.
Chug a boot.
But yeah, so please join us on Saturday. I'll put reminders on Twitter and Instagram and all that crap too.
Yep.
But that's it for this week. Next week, not this Saturday, but next week, we'll be talking about Sam Hunt.
Yeah, that's right.
Spike that a little
That's
bit.
right.
So until
I don't take it back.
So until Saturday and then next week, I'm your host Steve Hodge. As always, joined by Kevin Hodge, saying goodbye, good night, and good Charlotte.
Bye.